Hey, Paul, how's it going?
All right, John. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I've been working really hard on a good video. Today, I spent a lot of time making a video today. I still got a lot of work to do, man. I mean, it has animation in it. It has all kinds of stuff.
Sounds good.
Now that I have this new video editor, I kind of want to, make it a little bit more professional than my normal videos. And it's taking some time.
Anything like that does.
Huh?
Anything like that does.
Yeah. Have you ever seen, let's see, what's his name? The Living Dinosaur.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the way he makes his videos?
Yes.
Mine are similar. This one that I'm working on now is similar, but not the same exact type. Not the same exact type of thing. It's similar, but not the same.
Yeah. He goes on well-worded rants.
Oh, I know, man. And usually those well-worded rants last for about 30 minutes, and I sit there and watch every minute of it too.
Yeah, he really tears into it. Without one cuss word, he says a hell of a lot.
Yep.
He is cursing.
Yeah. Well, this video that I'm working on now is probably going to be, I'm guessing, probably about 12 minutes long. But it's a really big video about that new ancestor, like I was talking about yesterday, Homo naledi.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what the video is going to be about. It's going to be a good video, man. I'm really proud of it so far. I've got I'm wanting to say about right now. I just got done a little bit ago. I wanted to stop for the night. I got about 3 minutes, well, almost 4 minutes edited so far.
Yeah, like I said, if you do it right, it takes a lot of time.
Yep. And that's what I want to. And that's what I want to do. I want to start making better videos for you guys. So my quantity of videos might go down a little bit.
That's okay. Whatever.
Yeah. And then normally, and it probably wouldn't normally take this long. It's just I want to make this video good, and I want to make it entertaining at the same time.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't. If I start making anything, I don't know if I want to get involved at first.
Yeah.
Just putting my headset so I'll make sure.
That works. Yeah, so kind of like since I haven't since I starting to slow down making videos, maybe I'll have a short little quick hangout from now on every night or so. You know what I mean? Just to talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing.
You got to learn what the word short means. It ain't 6 hours.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be like it was. No.
Yes. And besides, I've seen a couple comments, and I've seen comments on other videos. When they get real long, a lot of people just after a while is like, I ain't got time to watch this.
Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do is after I get done with this video project that I'm doing now, is any future hangouts that I have, I'm gonna rip them off of my channel, and I'm gonna upload them to my video editor, and I'm gonna chop them up and put them into a series. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. I agree. Last night could have been edited down to 3 minutes.
Yeah. even those ones, where say, sometimes it might be a little inevitable if people start to argue in the hangout, but even sections like that, I want to break it apart and upload it separate. I want to start doing things a little bit different.
Yeah.
So that everybody can actually, well, maybe I'll wait to the second segment he uploads, or the third segment, or whatever, whichever one interests them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you get my comment on Facebook?
No, I haven't been on Facebook today. Like I said, I was busy doing my video.
No, I left you a little note there about last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been working on my video this evening. I haven't had a chance to do anything else.
Yeah, I want to put it somewhere where you just seen it, basically. Or
yeah, that's fine. I'll look at it later.
Yeah, but I was in the, as you know, I was in the service, you know, all that good stuff, and there's a certain area of people. They don't know how condescending they sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And James is looking on with bated breath.
Hey, James, how's it going?
Hey, guys. Good evening.
Yeah, man, I figured I'd have, I'm going to shorten up the Hangouts. They ain't going to be long anymore, but I figured I'd have one at least once a night since I'm working on this big video, you know, that it's going to take me a couple days to do so. So I figured I'd have about a hangout a night, a short little hangout every night, you know, just to kind of make up for it.
I'll make your hangout a little bit more erotic with my Hooters cup.
What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I want one of those.
It was free.
Where did you get it from for free?
Hooters.
Yeah, they came up to him and said, "Hey, buddy, if you leave, you can have this cup."
Something like that.
He was hoping for a D or an E cup, but he got that cup.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah, I want one of those cup shit. I'd like to get a hold of one.
Yeah, I'll be right back and put a fan on.
Okay.
I wonder how bad it is down in Chile right now.
Oh. I
That
got
news.
we got some how do I say it? Some weird lighters down here for cigarettes, where you turn it upside down or whatever, you know, the bikinis come off of the girls.
Oh, yeah, those are fun.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy, man.
So I don't know if you got the news. It was like maybe 2 hours ago, like an 8.3 hit Chile.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, offshore near Santiago.
Oh, shit.
I guess it was far enough shore that it's not as devastating as you think an 8.3 might be, but it's still an 8.3. And there's a tsunami watch all around.
Yeah.
What time was that?
I'm thinking like 2 hours ago. Maybe it was 3 hours ago, but I mean, it'll be on your front page of your, you know, your home page if you look. It's the big story right now.
Okay, because I had this earthquake thing. You know,
it was a biggie.
Damn.
and I'm
Did it happen out in open water or what?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's 100 miles off coast or something. But 8.3, that's might as well be right there, you know?
Damn, think of the tsunami that shit'll create.
Well, I guess there wasn't a huge one because that would have hit within a few minutes right there.
Yeah.
But like Hawaii's under tsunami watch for the next few hours. It should be there.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an app, and I see a big red thing off of Chile.
Yeah.
On the map, but I'm looking for any reports. This thing's supposed to go off if there's anything like that. I don't know why it didn't go off. Wait a minute, wait. There it is, 8.3.
Damn.
Right off the coast.
Yeah. So it's the end of days, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that all week. The world's supposed to end on September 23rd or some shit. I don't know.
You know, here's an interesting factoid. You know these end of days people, they'll say that like when a volcano erupts, that's a sign, right? one thing you could tell them is that at any given time, on average, there should be about 40 volcanoes erupting on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, that number goes down to 30 and up to 50, you know, but it's around 40 at any given time. But, like, these people will name 3 or 4 volcanoes erupting and say, see, it's the end of days.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's 10% of those that are erupting on an average day, yeah.
Okay, so there was an 8.3 here, 6.4, 6.1, 6.2, same place. Then the last one was a 7. You know, aftershocks.
Oh, damn.
And then there's a whole bunch of other ones that are around 5 to 5.6.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, we got the titty boy in here. What's going on, titty boy?
Nice shirt, dude.
Yeah, it is a nice shirt.
You're muted, Patrick. We don't hear you.
The hell's wrong with your audio, Patrick? Oh, okay.
It's
The other
Marcel
one
Marceau. Marcel Marceau has joined us. Look, he's
Who?
working against the wind.
I guess he's coming
Oh, he's
back
in a
in.
glass box. Oh, wow.
Black hole. Yeah, my sounds were off. That's why I didn't get an alert.
Oh.
It's a nice
Now,
hamper.
how do we know that's just an alert for you, Paul, and that it's not actually your headquarters for your mastermind to take over the world by causing earthquakes?
It's the Illuminati special ray gun.
Oh. It wasn't underneath Dick Cheney's house, was it? So you know it wasn't me.
Okay. You're excused this time, Paul, but we're watching you.
Yeah, well, it gets underneath somebody like that's house. You know, it was me. I'll take full responsibility, but not the blame. Those who are responsible keep their jobs. Those who take the blame lose them.
Yeah.
That was a quote from a record. It was a Watergate record, and that was Nixon. I am not to blame.
Well, it's a nuanced look at connotation and denotation, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility, but not the blame.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, titty boy.
Hey, titty. Yeah. I saw that Hooters cup, man, and I was like, wow, I got one of those one time.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to the ball game too. You know, they go, you know, would you like a large Coke or would you like the souvenir cup? You know, it's like 32 ounces, and it says like Red Sox or.
Well, the zoo here has souvenir cups too, but what you do is you take them back when you go back again, and then you get the cheaper rate for refill.
I have that for the water park here.
Oh yeah, Patrick, I was going to tell you that I'm not going to edit that conversation with you and John last night. Where did he go? Ooh.
Wasn't me. It wasn't an earthquake.
It's probably his internet. Maybe it's the tsunami just hit him.
I did it. I found it. I found his presence to be offensive.
I was triggered.
You talk about the New Yorker?
Oh, yeah, that guy. I mean, when I first met him, I mean, we had a long-ass discussion. Everything was okay, but damn, when someone disagrees with him, he gets pissed.
I've heard that discussion so many damn times.
Yeah.
And then one time at one of the end-of-the-month meetings at the JREF, you know, with Randy and that stuff, we had one guy come in there, and phew, that whole meeting just went to tilt.
Yeah.
Hey, look, my new pet peeve of internet arguers is the tactic of teaching you that which you already know. For instance, if they disagree with you, then they will then go over the basics of critical thinking, as if you've never heard of it before.
That's what I said. It got as soon as it gets condescending, I'm done.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, you know. It puts you at a disadvantage because, in general, you're going to give the benefit of the doubt when you're discussing with somebody that, hey, they probably do have a basic understanding of critical thinking, you know, until they prove otherwise. And if your opponent's not willing to do that, then yeah, they get the first shot in, you know. It's like it's that free shot.
Yeah, Randy had some friend. I'd never heard a follow-up on it, but he was supposedly in the basement of the one Twin Tower when he got hit. And this guy's premise that it must have been some kind of explosive because he heard a double bang, you know? And I put my hand up at the meeting right away, and I said, yeah, it's because, you know, the sound travels a lot quicker through the steel frame to the basement than it does through the air. And that's why he heard boom, and then he heard the explosion from up, you know, up above.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm stupid that way.
Well, so you didn't agree with him, so obviously you have no critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night's discussion is something I don't care to get into again. I mean, they're gonna always be inevitable. I mean, I can't, you know, you can't stop every fucking thing. But you know,
there's so much irony and rejection, right? Like, you know, if you don't buy my premise, then you're obviously a brainwashed sheep. Well, then,
yeah.
If I instantly bought your premise without skepticism, wouldn't that make me a brainwashed sheep?
yeah. But like I was saying, you know, I tell you what, when I have my, I mentioned it before in a previous hangout. I'm rapidly approaching 1,500 subscribers.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a hangout as a celebration for, you know, reaching the 1,500 mark. And that hangout in particular is going to be 8 hours long. And the reason why I want to do it that way is because of the fact that, you know, I'm compiling a list of individuals and I'm bookmarking them here on YouTube, where I'm going to shout out a chunk of them every little while during the hangout. Just give one massive fucking shout out to everybody. And I'm going to put all their links in the description of the hangout so that everybody could have access to their channels and shit, you know, because that's something I'd like to do.
Sounds good.
So what is your total at right now?
I'm at, hold on, let me check.
1453.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Fuck. Don't make any plans.
Huh?
Don't make any plans for the next couple days.
Yeah.
Rapidly approaching.
Yep, I'm at. Yeah,
you're under no obligation to immediately do it right after you pass 1,500.
Right. Dude, it's 1,500. You start the fucking hangout. Or fucking be on top of that shit.
No, I won't do it like that. You know, I'll just, you know, I'll get it ready and organize it a little bit better than that.
When I get up to 15 subscribers, I'll start to do videos.
All right, everybody out there, you heard that. Whoever's watching now and whoever will watch in the future, help Paul get up to 15 subscribers.
I have 12 now.
So that he can start making videos. Come on now, guys, go subscribe to him.
As soon as I get one subscriber that stops making fun of me for living in my mother's basement, I'll have a hangout.
That's the basement? Looks good to me.
No, it's actually not the basement. I'm not that smart. I wish I did live in my mother's basement.
Oh.
Just tell him to fuck off, dude.
Hey, somebody's noisy there. Angry.
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do live in the basement. It's not my mom's though.
Well, it's got to be your mom's.
I scream obscenities till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and so I like to have a buffer floor between me and the 5-year-old.
Oh, nice.
So. Like last night.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to Patrick. I wonder if he's having internet problems.
Well,
probably is. Yeah, I'll be on for a while, so he'll have a chance to come back in. Yeah, so, you know, here's the way that I have it planned, guys. If and when I reach 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to open a vlog channel where I vlog. Just vlog my life, you know what I mean? And that's what I plan to do if I reach that mark. That's if and when. That's a big if.
oh no, it's inevitable.
Yeah, I already got my vlogging channel created. I'm just not going to put it in the description until I hit that mark. Vlog channel where I vlog. Vlog my life. You know what I mean? I'm hearing an echo. And,
not for me.
I don't know if it's for me.
I think that was for me, but I fixed it.
Okay. That works. That works.
I don't think my equipment's capable of echoing.
Yeah. I guess the Republican presidential debate is going on right now, or some shit.
Is it right now? I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. Is it on like CNN?
Well, there's a couple of people from YouTube that are broadcasting it live on Vaughn Live TV.
I can't watch Vaughn.
No,
I just can't do that debate. I just can't. I got a life.
I think more of myself than that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I don't want to hear a whole bunch of stupid.
I watched it for about 5 minutes, and the moment I heard what's his face, the moment that Ted Cruz opened his mouth, man, I maybe watched about 2 minutes of it, and then that's it. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle that much fucking stupid.
Oh God, Ted Cruz! I hadn't even thought of him. God, listening to that guy. Doesn't that guy have a really punchable face?
Well, see, the reason why I turned it off, you know, right away, pretty much, is because of the fact that he started to talk about Kim Davis, and I got so sick of that dumb shit, man. I maybe lasted for 2 minutes, and then that was it.
I like the.
Milk. I'm just going to get something to drink, and it's going to be a milk.
Oh, there was a fucking hilarious thing on Facebook today. It was Kim Davis doing an interview. Well, it was a chick that looks fucking dead on her.
Yeah.
You know, just talking about how, you know, I'm bigoted and, you know, yeah. Oh, just because I hate people. That's fucking.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty good memes. You know, like it's a picture of somebody, and it says like they don't like this, but they still do their job, or don't believe in that, but they still do their job. Like there was one. It was like there was a picture.
It exists, but he does his job. Yeah,
the God one was pretty good. The George Takei one shows him making out with Nichelle Nichols, you know, and it's like he's not attracted to women, but still does his job. There's pretty good. There's some pretty good ones floating around.
My favorite one was one I was saying last night, where it's, you know, it was a four pictures. And the first one, the top left was Kim Davis, and then on the right of her was the mystery gang, you know, Scooby and them, and it says, let's see who's behind this. Takes off mask, gasp, Dick Cheney, and the bottom right corner is her with Dick Cheney's face superimposed, and you can't tell that they put Dick Cheney's face on hers.
Damn.
They look fucking identical.
That's funny. Hey, Grant.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Mr. Grant, what's going on?
Not much. I just made the script for my other 2 response videos I'm going to do.
You think that last video I made about Kim Davis looked pretty good? You wait till I finish with this one.
Oh, all right.
Responding to whom, Grant?
I'm responding to let me pull up that guy's name. Let's see here. I have a playlist of people I need to respond to. Let me check here. There's Dawa Man and Johnny Dev.
Dawa Man, the Muslim version of G-Man.
Yeah. He made a new recent video about how atheists have no morality, and he begins his video by taking a poor, defenseless truck bunny and smashing it into pieces.
Well, at least we don't fucking crash buildings or crash airplanes into fucking buildings.
Is that the guy that said we should drink our dad's sperm?
Yeah, that's the same guy.
Oh yeah, that guy. That's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, middleman.
Yeah, he's the same guy.
I guess in the past he had a big old problem with Thunderfoot, I guess.
You know, in that video, he's got like there's a bottle labeled "Dad's sperm" like in the fridge. Like what's that doing? What's that doing
he's
in
been
there?
shaving it up. You know, spit it in the jar for a month to get enough for a nice cold glass.
I mean, when they get that ridiculous, when any type of supposed apologist, I guess you call them that, but when they get that ridiculous, I just really encourage it. I figure they're really helping our cause. Go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Creationists' own worst enemies.
I had a question for you guys. Has anybody seen PW's new video yet? Has he put it up yet?
No, I haven't seen anything. I keep checking.
I'm always looking for that. I would see it.
Yeah, he's on my list, and I'm refreshing right now, but I haven't seen anything.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to beat him up.
You know, I know it's old news. I mean, it's years ago, but he made the most beautiful video ever that kind of brought me to tears. It was how he's not a monster.
Yeah, that's the. I consider that to be his best video.
I think that's just one of the greatest things ever made by anyone.
What was it? I missed it. Oh.
Yeah, the title of his video is called "I'm Not a Monster," and it's actually, I personally think it's his best video on his channel. That's just me, though.
I mean, it's so basic, It's because we get accused of arguing over, petty little things, and we do sometimes. But
oh, you should have been here last night.
In the end, like, really, we just don't want to be identified as monsters. Is that too much to ask? I mean,
Yeah.
It's a pretty hard position to argue against.
Well, PW was here last night. He was in the comment section. He was talking about. He was saying, "Oh, this discussion is fun." when Patrick and John were getting into the argument, he was in the comment section saying, "Where's the popcorn? This conversation is fun."
I wasn't exactly quiet.
Well, I hope he drops by tonight. I overlapped with him by a few minutes one time, but I've never really talked to the guy. But I've
let me send him an invite. Hold on one second.
Oh yeah, please do.
Let's see if he's on tonight.
And I like his voice, so it helps.
Yeah, same
He
here.
does have a soothing voice.
Yeah, it's good. Certain voices are really great for commentary reasons. So
Yeah.
You
could
could do
kill
golf
these people.
announcing.
We have to kill these people. They sound too good. I hate them.
Let's see here. All right, I just sent it to him. Yeah, I've known PW for shit about almost 3 years now.
I don't know him, but I've been a subscriber for a long time, and then he took that long hiatus. I think it was for health reasons.
Yeah.
And it's so cool that he's back.
So cool that he's in good health again.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the
I guess I should prioritize that, right?
He's the one that made my intro for me.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool, man.
Yep. He made that about 2.5 years ago.
Well, I really liked it because it's so short and sweet. I hate these people that have like a 30-second intro for a 45-second video.
I know, right?
That practically takes up the half of the video by then.
You have to watch a minute's worth of intro, and then you watch about a 30-second video, and then another minute's worth of an outro.
Yeah. Yeah, and please rate and subscribe and all that at the end.
Yeah. Yep. I guess one of the shortest intros that I've ever seen, I think lasted probably... one of the shortest intros that I've got is one Godless Glenn made me a while back. It's probably about 8 seconds long.
And I think that's the one that about blew my eardrum, huh?
Yeah.
Because you only used it like twice, I think.
Well, I used it a couple times, and then people in the comment section started to say that they were getting startled because it just, you know, spontaneously popped on, all loud and shit.
Yeah, and I was one of those because I had my phone pressed right against my ear so I could hear you. And then that loud, high-pitched crack.
Well, there's one intro I don't mind being a little bit longer, and that's the Bible Reloaded, because that song is so rocking.
Oh, fucking yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
By that guy, Dorian Silk is the name of the artist. I actually chatted with him. He has got a cool band, and he made that song for them. And, I mean, I like Suicidal Tendencies, and I think it sounds a little bit like Suicidal Tendencies. But that is just a rocking intro. I love that one. I think that's the best there is on all of it.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
The Bible Reloaded is a good show.
Those guys are funny. Yeah.
Yep. I watch their shows as much as I can.
They make me laugh pretty hard. I mean, they have another channel. It's called Popular Culture, and they were playing this game called Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And they created a character named Kenneth. And it's a game where you go around killing people, but Kenneth was a pacifist, and he disapproved of your lifestyle. And this character would just go around disapproving of people's lifestyles. It was pretty great. You have to watch it. You really describe how funny it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to. My roommate used to play that game all the time, and I'd be in the kitchen doing dishes or something. I'd be like, "What the fuck kind of shitty fucking movie is he watching?" And I go, "Oh, that's right. It's that stupid fucking game." Because they spared no expense on the dialogue.
No.
No, it's fucking garbage. And another roommate would play games like that in Oblivion and shit. And I slept on the couch, and he'd be playing that game, and he would read what they were saying twice as fast as they'd say it. So halfway through the sentence, he'd skip to the next line. So I'd be constantly, while I was sleeping, I'd hear, "If you go to the realm, when you would go," and it's like, You always cut halfway through the sentence and start a new sentence, and then cut halfway through and start a new one. And it would fuck with my dreams so hard.
So, Paul, did you take a look at that link I gave you last night about that movie?
I had a reboot and I lost all that crap.
Oh. Well, let me put it in the side chat for you again, and then you can look at it when you get a chance. All right. Let me get it for you. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Here it is. Yep. There we go. Yeah, it's about a pagan demon. Put it in the side chat. There you go, Paul. So how was your guys' day today?
Yeah, good.
That was pretty good. I saw another funny meme today. You know the kid that brought the clock to school? He made a homemade clock and got arrested?
Yeah.
I heard something about that.
Yeah, well, it's a picture of the kid, and at the top it says, family moved from the Sudan to escape religious violent extremism, and then at the bottom it says, they moved to Texas.
Hey, I got a joke for you guys. Why did Michael Jackson wanted to go back in time to meet himself? Wait, how did it go? Why did Michael Jackson wanted to go back in time to meet himself when he was a child?
He was suddenly into black kids?
Huh?
He was suddenly into black kids?
No, he wanted to fuck himself.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, that's a bad joke.
Maybe it's because he thought Black Lives Mattered. He wanted to see when he used to matter.
Oh, fuck. Black Lives. Damn. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, Michael Jackson stopped mattering in like the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Late 80s, maybe.
No, what happened to Patrick? He keeps darting in and out of here. What the fuck you doing? Playing peekaboo?
I don't know.
Oh,
What do you want from my lobster?
yeah, I can't wait till you guys hear about Tom Braindead?
No, but I can tell you're a Patriot hater.
Mostly just him. But, yeah, I don't know, there's a thing, he's a huge fucking Trump supporter.
He supports Donald Trump?
Yeah, he said something, let me see, hold on.
Ah, jeez.
Fuck.
Okay.
Where did it come from?
Let me see if I can find it.
He supports Donald Trump? Damn.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember seeing, you know, like I was telling you earlier, I started to watch the debate this evening, and I saw all them fucking idiots up on stage behind
I
their
don't know if I
podium,
should say huge, but
and fucking Donald Trump looked funny as fuck standing behind his podium. A collection of fucking idiots on that stage, boy. I bet you they had
I really don't get it.
I bet you they had a combined IQ of 2.
We gotta change it up, man. We gotta make it like the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
You know, like, what if each congressional district put forth a candidate, and then you had eliminations?
Kind of like why don't we do this? Why don't we just make one big ass fucking wrestling ring, man? Throw all the fucking presidential candidates in the wrestling ring and have them have a battle royal. And the last one in the ring gets the presidency.
Well, I was thinking if you had in congressional districts, right? You'd start with what 535 or something like that, and you know there'd be about 16 rounds to get down to 2. But the point is that like even someone with no budget from you know from donators or whatever, that person would be getting news coverage for winning their local. Then they get news coverage for winning their state and their region, and there'd be a lot of free publicity for anyone, even if they had no budget. If you started like that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here. Tom Brady says the "Make America Great Again" hat was previously spotted in his locker as a nice keepsake, and it would be great if Donald Trump wins the election.
Oh, man.
Jeepers.
That's according to CNN. On Facebook. Now, just
I bet you Tom Brady has a picture of Donald Trump naked in his locker.
no, that's taped to his ceiling.
I just like there's part of me that kind of wants it. Like there's part of me that wants it pretty bad. I mean, just to see what he would say to like other foreign leaders, and oh my God, his State of the Union address would be one of the greatest things ever. Come on, man. I mean, there's parts of it that are just so appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see how a guy like Trump would run the country.
I mean, right into the ground.
Yep, just like his fucking businesses. He probably felt.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think it's possible for a president to run the country into the ground.
I know.
I think actually
worse than W.
You would have to be like competent enough to fool us all to run it into the ground, and I don't think he is that.
Yeah.
You know.
God damn it, Patrick! What are you doing with
Oh,
this
again.
business? You having trouble
My
with
computer's really fucking up tonight, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been trying. It wouldn't even my Internet Explorer wouldn't even let me into my fucking own computer for like 5 minutes because I wasn't an administrator. I'm like, this is my fucking computer, god damn it. Hold up the Hooters Cup again, man. I need some encouragement.
Oh no, here I'll be your princess, Patrick. How do you like that, buddy?
You always are.
James is even wearing a tiara for you, Patrick.
Wait, now I'm your princess devil.
I saw that. I am so turned on right now.
Okay, somebody just found the effects. Okay, I'll stop playing with them. Here's the cup, man. I like this blondie right here. Not normally into blondies, but she's just got a really nice shape.
Yeah. That's fucking
I want that cup. Send it to me.
Yeah.
I want that cup, James.
You just go to any Hooters, man.
Huh?
Just go to any Hooters.
Yeah, I
We
know.
don't have Hooters around here.
Let's go.
I don't think we have them here.
Go on Sunday. They got a bunch of big screen TVs. They got every football game on, man. That's the time to go.
I got a couple of Hooters down here where I'm at.
We don't have Hooters around here. I went to a Hooters. I went to Baltimore back in 2008 to visit my kids in Baltimore, and my kids and my ex-wife all went to Hooters, right? And my son looks at me. He was about 19 at the time, right? And he goes, "Man, wouldn't you figure, man? My first time at Hooters, and I'm a fucking mother." But I was actually wearing this shirt then too on that exact night.
I'll be right back. I'll be right.
You were wearing on any given night?
I'll be right back, gentlemen. Carry on the conversation, please.
Well, these backgrounds don't work very well.
I'm
So,
trying.
Patrick, did you hear that? Did you hear what I read about
Tom Brady, I know, it's all over the news. And, yeah, it sucks, but you know what? There's been athletes in my 55 years that I haven't agreed with politically, but I still thought they were great players. So, yeah.
No, I believe the word you used was God.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady is God, man.
So he's infallible. So you
I
must
never said he
be
was
voting
infallible.
for Trump?
Did I ever say that my God was infallible? Did I ever say that Tom Brady was infallible? No, and if you ever hear me say that, I want you to fucking show me proof and evidence, dude. We'll get into a fucking shot match like you and John last night, man. And you can call me a retard, you can call me mentally ill, and I can go all crazy and shit again, you know?
Yeah, we know he's not infallible. He definitely fumbled in the snow.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, sons of Belichick, man, they find a way. You know, they've had so many rules. You know, the thing is, nothing they did, you know, okay, the Deflategate, I don't really give a shit about that, you know, because it didn't even involve the outcome of the game. But what I'm saying is, yeah, Tom Brady's done some dumb shit in his life. You know, he cut his fucking hair. You know,
What? You think he was prettier with longer hair?
Yeah, I liked him with longer hair. You know, a lot of the ladies do too. You know, but anyway.
Hey, you can just masturbate to old pictures of him. It's okay. It doesn't have to be current.
Oh yeah, I got Tom Brady stuff all over the fucking place, man. You know, my you know what's cute though? You know, and you got to admit this. You know, what if you live in a town?
No, I don't. But
if you live in a town, you know, that's got like an NFL team or a baseball team or something, you know, little kids like really fucking admire, you know, the athletes and shit. And my wife's brother, she's got this little 5-year-old boy, cutest little fucker in the world, right? He's got this Tom Brady shirt on, right? And he walks around, he goes, Tom Brady is my best friend. He tells that to every fucking buddy, man. It's just cute as shit. If you make any fucking remarks about that, man, you're going to fucking hell because it's a cute kid. That's a cute fucking story. You know, it could have been the player that on the team that you fucking like. You know, so don't even fucking go there. It's goddamn cute.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh my. So did any of you guys actually watch the debate?
No.
No.
I tried to, and then I tried at what 3 o'clock when they had the first round of flunkies come in and shit. I saw the Rick Santorum and them walking in, and I'm like, oh man, I really don't have the fucking mind for this today and shit. And then I was gonna turn it on at 8 o'clock, and I was like, I've got so many dead brain cells, from my earlier days. I really shouldn't be killing anymore. I've already seen little clips and shit where Rick Santorum said that Kim Davis was a hero, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we've heard.
Somebody in history. That
Rosa Parks.
No, I think they're getting past the Rosa.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Adolf Hitler.
Could be. Big fucking Heil, man. I remember in the 70s, man, you really couldn't make Hitler jokes anymore. People were by the 70s, people were really tired of like Hitler stuff, right? And it surprises me, like in the last 10 years, all these Hitler references are coming back, Because, the Nazis had gotten to the point, yeah, they did a lot of shitty things, right? But it got to the point, when they had Hogan's Heroes on TV, it was pretty much a joke by then, and nobody was making, Nazi, oh, he's like the new Hitler, he's, because you just didn't make fucking Hitler comments. You know what I'm saying? And in the last, 10 years, man, everything has to do with fucking Hitler. Everything reminds somebody of Hitler and the Gestapo, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Patrick, I heard from a pretty reliable source that you drink water, and guess what? Hitler drank water.
Yeah, I'm a fucking Nazi, man. You can timestamp that. I'm a
And
Nazi.
you
I'm
can
a
say
water.
whatever you want about Hitler, but he did kill Hitler.
That's
You gotta
true.
give him that, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I get sick of my mustache about like once a month, and I shave it off and start over. And I do the Hitler like every time just to show. I don't know. The next person I see gets to see me as Hitler for a few minutes. And I do my hair, like I comb my hair across my scalp, you know, and I walk out and I get the mail just to fuck with people. And then like you know, it's kind of like it's like my protest against it. They took away the Laurel and Hardy, you know. They took away the Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
You know, when I do it, I leave the soul patch too, and I call it a Chaplin Plus.
Hey, James, when you go out to your mailbox and you see one of your neighbors, you know, look at him and go, "Do you smell something banning?" Yeah, see, that's one reason why I end up shaving my mustache and my beard sometimes, because I suck at trimming, and my trimmer isn't the best, right? So my beard or goatee, whatever you want to call it, you know, it starts getting like, oh god, now it looks fucked up over here and shit. And then when I finally get that somewhat right, I'll go, fuck it, I'll shave it off and I'll just do a mustache. Let me trim my mustache, and my mustache doesn't grow right, you know. So that's one reason why I started growing a goatee, because the longer it looks, you know. So I started on this side, and I start trimming like this, and next thing you know, I got fucking Hitler, and I'm like, fuck it, man, you know. Next time, don't buy a trimmer.
Well, I got one buddy who like had me do the you know the hand, the salute or whatever, and he got a picture of me real quick, and you know, if I ever run for office, he's going to get 10% of my net worth. So he's got that going for him.
Yeah, he'll wait till you're like really up there in the polls, you know. You're like the man, you know. You're like the guy that can save the county, the state, whatever, you know. And all of a sudden, there's going to be a breaking news story, you know, that James, you know, admires Hitler, you know.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're on top of a fucking tower somewhere with a scope and a rifle.
I think it's really weird how, like, you know, one thing is so damn taboo. You know, like, what about images of the guy that, like, well, the character that, like, drowned the whole world?
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Wouldn't that be more
They were bad people.
And you
They
know,
were bad people. You can't hold him against him.
after it was all over, he said he was basically sorry and that he'd never do it again.
No, he said he'd never use water again.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, what else do you want, man? Really, come on.
Yeah.
Guys, some concessions here. You know what I'm saying? God, work with him, man. Compromise.
Yeah, and it's weird how flooding the world and killing millions of people was in a perfect plan.
Look, he said he'd never do it again with water. Now he's using tornadoes and
Well, that can be really surreal when it's like a children's book, or like in my case, I had the play set at my grandparents' house when I was a little kid with all the little animals and the plastic boat and the little fold-out map of the ocean, and I loved playing with it. It was just like any other Playmobil set.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it. And I mean, I never thought about what it represented, but looking back, it's just absurd what I was playing with. I mean, might as well just have an Auschwitz set, you know?
Right.
with real smoking ovens, you know?
Yeah.
And for you train collectors, you know, have your little Auschwitz train station, you know?
Oh. It wasn't Auschwitz. It was Birkenau. It was outside of Auschwitz.
Well, yeah, I know,
Auschwitz
but
was the innocent town that had nothing to do with it.
Well, that's
Okay.
the name of the camp in history.
tell you
Birkenau was the camp, though. Auschwitz was a city or a town.
I went to Dachau when I was.
Or Dachau, that's it. I'm sorry, yeah, Dachau.
Dachau was in
at
Germany.
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz was in Poland.
Was it? Well, then it was Birkenau then. It was one of them. God damn
Birkenau
it.
and Auschwitz were right next to each other in Poland. Dachau
Yeah.
was in Germany. That's
Right,
the one
okay.
I went to. And I'll tell you something, it still smelled. I went there in like 1980, right? And it still it didn't stink, but it smelled funny. You know what I mean? In a way, not funny, but kind of I don't know.
Not like clown funny.
Hmm.
No, not like clown funny. No, just I don't know. The smell. It was almost you could tell if it was almost like if you didn't know where you were, you could tell it just smelled bad. You know, it not like odorous, like oh my god, oh, but you know, just it was weird. You know, very educational too.
I don't think I need to do that visit. I think like just knowing what happened, I don't think I need any more. You know, I remember there was some kid that like was going around going Heil Hitler at school when I was like a little kid, and I didn't understand what he was saying. I thought he was saying high heeler, and I pictured a man wearing high-heeled shoes. And
You're a kinky
And he
guy.
must have been this tall.
yeah, and I was like, Mom, who is High Heeler? And it was like a creepy character I made in my mind. It was like some serial killer that wore high heels or something. And then my mom figured out that I was talking about Heil Hitler. And then I was just like, well, who's that? And then she's like, that was just a bad person that did some bad stuff. And then she just didn't want to tell me about it because, hey, you know, innocence lost, never regained, right? Because I was just too young. Why should a kid have to think about that? And you know,
Hitler was a little kid.
that's when I was like 6 or 7. You know,
Yeah.
about when I was 10 or 11, I figured it all out. But I'm glad I had those few extra years that my mom didn't feel the need to tell me all about it. You know.
We didn't hear the like gory details and stuff, but we were
Yeah.
told that you're coming from a military family and stuff, and having relatives that were in World War II and things like that. You know, I mean, we knew about World War II. I didn't really know about. I knew about concentration camps, you know, and the extermination, but I never, you know, and that Hitler was bad, you know, and stuff. But
I had a boss once that was 5 years old during World War II in Germany. Well, he was a kid anyway. And he said they were out playing one day, and the SS pulled up, went into a house, grabbed a little handicapped girl, and brought her out. Her mom's dragging on the ground behind her, screaming and crying. They kicked her until she let go, threw the kid in the car, and they never saw her again.
oh yeah, they did all sorts of handicapped, retarded people. You know,
Gypsy.
and they concentrate on the Jews because I guess the mass number. And
Well, no, the Jews are the one telling the story.
yeah,
Well, I mean, you know, they're up and, you know, they're outraged about it.
yeah, but the things that like Mengele did to like handicapped people or mongoloids or
Twins.
you know,
Well, Jews weren't Jews like a minority? But it was mostly prisoners of war, gypsies,
yeah. See,
handicapped gays.
originally Auschwitz wasn't even meant for the Jews. It wasn't even meant to be a concentration camp.
It was a rubber manufacturing plant.
Yeah, well, they found all those minerals and stuff, but they wanted to make Auschwitz like this big city and have it Polish slaves, you know, to like run the factories in the city and everything, you know. It had there was a documentary I was watching the other day. They actually kind of fumbled their way through ways to kill people, you know, exterminate when you know, they started like shooting lots of people, you know, and like burying them in a ditch and stuff. But that started like really affecting the soldiers' minds, right? And they had a lot of desertion, a lot of guys refusing to do it. morale was low. So they started coming up with the because they were already exterminating Poles and retarded people. You know? And they were trying to figure out a way. And eventually, you know, they come up with basically, you know, carbon monoxide, you know, and that other gas that.
Cyclone B.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. But yeah, they totally like fumbled their. They make it sound a lot of times like the Germans were this well-oiled machine that just had all these fucking master fucking chemologists or whatever like that. You know, people that know chemicals and shit. And it was people that had no fucking clue. A lot of them that were coming up with these things, you know. The whole idea of carbon monoxide kind of at Auschwitz basically came about totally on accident, you know.
No, I don't know. How did that happen?
Before that, they were still finding people alive after the fact. So they sealed the place up better, and that's when they threw in the carbon monoxide. Just waited until everybody was dead.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's pleasant.
Yeah. Sunshine, happy morning.
I thought you were going to do John Denver.
I used to be into him.
I still am.
Yeah, I've still got him on my iTunes. You know.
Yeah.
God, he was popular for in the mid-70s, man. Shit, he
wrote a lot of songs.
Oh yeah.
I'm partial to the songwriters. Kind of a rare commodity these days.
Yeah, well, it's all about the lyrics, man. Lyrics. Don't be a sellout, man. So is Quiet back yet?
Doesn't seem so.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it.
So I guess John's not coming back to this hangout tonight, huh?
No, it's all part of his master plan.
Yeah, Paul pissed him off last night.
Well, guys,
I did my share of yelling last night.
Say again?
I said I did my share of yelling last night.
You did. You represented your little square there on the bottom left, just very dandy.
I pity the antagonist. We've run out of subjects. I pity the antagonist that drops by now. Pity the fool.
Yeah, there was a lot of yelling last night, man. A lot of screaming.
I got called mentally ill on live fucking hangout. You know. That sharing my diagnosis. What?
Well, hopefully we won't have to get into something like that again.
Oh God, I had so much fun last night. That was just.
Well, yeah. Let's be honest. I mean, you do post these for other people to view. What's more entertaining? All of us having an amiable conversation, or pitted against an antagonist?
Well, I heard. I heard. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that conflict or fighting or whatever you want to call it is so much more attractive than just regular conversations.
Well, it's more stimulating.
Fuck you then.
Huh?
I said fuck you then.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying that's what I fucking heard, bitch.
Oh, no, we mean fuck you.
You didn't fucking hear. Don't fucking tell me what the fuck you heard.
I'm gonna hit that. No, but I think really that, as a third party, it's got to be more stimulating because then you're actually analyzing two sides of something or three sides of something, as opposed to like, yeah, he's saying that.
I don't need it.
So quick, somebody, somebody start arguing so we could get some entertaining going on.
Okay, I got one. You know,
I got
Raw,
one. The Holocaust was a fucking hoax. It didn't happen.
Arn Raw did this one. Arn Raw did this one, but I thought of it before I ever saw his video. But I'm very tired of people telling creationists that we did not come from monkeys. We came from a common ancestor. Well, yes, we did come from a common ancestor, and that ancestor was most certainly a member of Simiformes, which are monkeys.
Dude, they had a show on Nova fucking about it tonight, and I came in, there was only like 5 minutes left. I was so fucking mad.
Yeah, we did come from monkeys, okay? Stop telling
No,
creationists that we didn't.
I mean, I don't know if they were really monkeys then, were they? They were primates, I think.
Well, yeah, primate is far too vague. Of course it was a primate. It was a member of Haplorhini and then a member of Simiformes. All of Hominoidea is a member of Simiformes. Hominidae is a member of Hominoidea. You are a monkey, my friend. They say you've never seen a monkey give birth to a human. Well, you've never seen a human give birth because that happens every time.
There's a couple of things that qualify as a monkey, though, and one of them you have to have a tail. I'm pretty sure, right?
Okay, that is bogus and outdated. First of all, you do have a tail. It's a vestigial tail.
Yeah.
It's called your coccyx. That's your tailbone. There is no ape that doesn't have a vestigial tail.
True.
And it's a bogus classification, and that's where you get something that's not a great ape, like a Barbary ape. They call it an ape just because it has a short tail. So I mean that's an outdated and bogus use of the word monkey, and it needs to be either revised or abandoned.
So what is a monkey?
Any member of Simiformes, which is the dry-nosed monkeys, or actually Haplorhini is the dry-nosed monkeys, and then those which are not, well, basically the old world monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that would be Simiformes. So, I mean, it's like you can't be a subset of one thing and not be that thing. You know, that people say, like, you know, oranges, let's see. Oranges are not I mean, oranges are citrus, you know, so are lemons. I mean, it's just like you don't stop being citrus when you call it something other than a citrus. You know what I mean? It's still a citrus when you call it a lemon or an orange.
You know what the color orange was called before they discovered oranges?
But
Yellow reed.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yellow reed, huh?
It's a mixture of yellow and red.
oh,
The name of the fruit came before the color.
No, the fruit was called an orange.
That's
And then
weird.
they started calling the color orange.
Now that's
I did not know
really weird.
that.
Because it was orange?
Yeah. It's the only, I think it's the only thing that really, only fruit that is.
How about blueberry?
The Spanish kills me. Anaranjado. Anaranjado for orange. That's really too long for a color. For a basic color.
hey, I got a question for you guys.
Brown.
Well, it's not necessarily my question. It's from that lovely bitch, Albany, in the chat section.
Hi, Albany.
She asks, tits or ass? Which one? Go.
Ass.
Depends.
Ass.
Yes.
Yeah, it depends.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Ass.
So what, hey, one more time. What is orange in Spanish?
Anaranjado.
See, that makes, because amarillo is yellow and rojo is red. And
Right.
that's kind of a mixture of yellow-red.
That's kind of what made me think of it.
is beer.
You said that. Which, you know, French, it's orange, so it's that doesn't give us any insight.
Well, they changed it when they discovered oranges.
Hey, do you know that English people call a lot of their vegetables basically the French word, but without the French accent?
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I mean, like ask an English person what an eggplant is, and they'll be like, "What's an eggplant?" And then you, like, I forget their name for it because I forget the French word for it. but it's the French word for it.
I have no clue.
Or what they call it.
I lived in England for 3 years and couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But I didn't do much shopping and shit. You know, I think I was 9 when we moved there. But England is old and fucking creepy. Man, it really is.
How do you mean?
It's okay. We went on a field trip one day, and I'm thinking the whole bus ride. This is a familiar fucking bus ride, and right before my house, the bus stops, and we get out, and there's this little church, and out in front of this church, there's a huge oak tree that only goes up probably 12, 15 feet, somewhere in there, and it stops, and it's hollowed out, and they burned a witch alive, and they said, if you look in the back, you can see the silhouette of a girl on the back of the tree, and they're like, are you gonna look? And I walked by the tree, I looked and said, and I mean, I didn't see the fucking silhouette, I didn't want to see the silhouette, and then we went out back behind the church, and the tombstones right up by the church were 1472, 1386, and then it went back and about, 30 yards back the tree line started, and the fucking tombstones kept going through the trees, and then it got to where the trees were so thick you couldn't see through it anymore. It was fucking spooky looking, and everybody's like, dude, why are you fucking freaked out? So I go to the front of the church on the corner, and I put my shoulder against the wall, and I said, you stand here, and you look there, I mean, you see that building. And I stepped one pace to the right, and I said, now you stand here, and that's my fucking bedroom. It was not okay. It was fucking terrifying. And everybody's just so intrigued by it. They're like, oh, this is so awesome. I'm like, fuck you, this is shit I didn't want to fucking know.
I like old and creepy. I don't know how.
But when you're 9?
If you go out in the mid-Atlantic area, if you get out like in Pennsylvania and parts of Maryland, a lot of rural areas, you'll see a lot of churches that have cemeteries right there, like really old churches, It used to creep me out, but, they're dead,
Yeah, no.
Well, see, I like it. I mean, look, I've been atheist for a long time, and not just atheist. I don't believe in spirits or ghosts or demons or anything like that. And yet, somehow, I can suspend disbelief. Just like I know it's real life, but just like for a movie, I can still get scared in a movie, and I can still get the hair standing up on the back of my neck, and I like that. I like that I still have that.
That house had a John. And I don't know if you've ever seen a John before, but a John is basically, you open up a door, and then there's a hallway. And at the end of the hallway, there's a toilet and a window.
That's a John.
And at night, you couldn't fucking pay me to sit on that toilet with my back to that window.
Yeah, you will if you got a poop bad enough.
No, because the main bathroom where you did all your washing and shit, they'd upgraded and put a toilet in there. So we never used the John. We used the bathroom.
Yeah, you ever seen on Facebook, someone posts a picture of a creepy old house, and they're like, "Would you stay in this house for one night for $5,000 or whatever?"
Oh, yeah.
And my answer is hell yeah, but I'd do it for free as long as I had some beer and some weed and a good friend. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you start hearing funny noises and shit at night.
Yeah, with a good friend, you get a little bit baked, a little bit drunk, and then you kind of freak each other out.
What was that, dude? What was that, dude?
Then you're sleeping at night on your bed, and all of a sudden someone grabs your foot and pulls you off the son of a bitch.
Somebody wakes up with a penis drawn on their forehead the next morning,
That would happen. That would definitely happen.
So someone pulls it out, and then all of a sudden you're waking up to someone smacking it on your forehead.
That's a great idea for a story. A ghost that draws penises on people when they sleep.
Oh, did you guys see South Park tonight?
No.
Oh.
Fuck, man. The PC principle.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Spoil it, man. I'm gonna watch it right after I leave this.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Talk about it at the next. We'll talk about it at the next hangout, man.
Hey,
Well, I think it's one of the best yet. I think. I don't know.
I thought atheists only watched like educational shit. You know.
The problem is that the educational shit is like Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to find that shit anymore.
It's not really.
It is.
It's not really educational shit. That's just wishful thinking there.
No,
Yeah.
actually, it's just fucking straight lying.
Well, you know,
There's so much bullshit. They're like, oh, this shit's made out of diorite. And then there's people that are like, no, I've been to Pumapunku and it's fucking soapstone.
look,
You know, it's fucking easily fucking carved. There's like 3 pieces of diorite out there.
I watched a bunch of those ancient alien shows, right? And I freaked out a couple people because I told them that if I had to pick between the Jesus story and ancient aliens, one of them that was true, which one would I believe? I said I'd go with the ancient alien shit, man. Because
Well, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but it's batshit crazy. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
you got the guy
It
that
is
is like
batshit
this.
Hey, Angry, you'll appreciate this because when I said that, I was accused and jumped on, kind of like the way you were last night.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like, no, I didn't say I believe in ancient aliens. I'm saying that it's more believable to me than the fucking Bible story.
Yeah. Well, I like the fucking how they say it, and, you know, and then it all means it's a guaranteed fact that it was fucking aliens that fucking did it.
Well, you don't have to believe in aliens because they believe in you.
And well, even though I find those ancient alien stories to be bullshit, there are no limitations upon them being true. Like, they could certainly have technology that allow them to come and go without leaving evidence. And to, you know, why not? You know?
I mean, the Jews wandered through a desert for 40 fucking years without leaving evidence.
I mean, we know people don't resurrect, but we don't know the limitations of alien technology.
I was in a
Aliens,
It's
man?
the Stargate, right?
Yeah.
They got some.
I was in a discussion with an ancient alien person, and he said that that the reason why that aliens could do all these things is because they were so more advanced than us, and it was a weird conversation because he was essentially arguing that the aliens could have been here and there was no way to tell other than to sort of do like that wishful thinking, like y'all mentioned.
Well, I say he's right. They totally could have been here. I just see no reason to believe him that it's true.
Yeah, and when you get these people that talk about these alien technologies and all these aliens things, right, and they're expert on aliens, you know, I have, you know, really serious. It's like, are you serious? And where have you ever met an alien? You know, show me something besides some guy that's blacked out that goes, I used to work at Area 51 and they don't want me to talk because the CIA is going to kill me, you know.
I have seen something in the sky that I can't explain.
Oh, and a lot of people have. That doesn't mean it's a fucking.
No.
A UFO is an unidentified flying object. That's
Yes,
it.
but these are
Flying saucer doesn't mean aliens.
right. But this was it was 3 stars and they were in a triangle, right? And they were kind of rotating. And when the star on the right got higher than the one on the top left, a thick, huge orange tracer, like almost, it looked like it looked kind of like a contrail from an airplane, but it was bright orange. Went away from the star, kind of like a curve, and then the star followed it and disappeared, and the other one, bam, bam. It was just 1, 2, 3, and they were gone. There were no stars in the sky. Well, there were stars, but not those 3 weird ones.
My go-to explanation.
I used to live like 20 miles from Edwards Air Force Base when I was in high school. We used to see all sorts of weird shit flying.
Yeah, my go-to explanation for that shit is military.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that means our military built something fast enough to leave a tracer before it left.
No.
Like, I swear to God,
that's not what I mean.
But I mean, what I saw looked like the beginning of Star Trek when the Enterprise, you know, how the Enterprise takes off.
Yeah.
Except for it was thick orange and looked kind of like a cloud, and there was no explosion of light at the end.
Could have been, you know, it could have been something in the sky, you know, a plane trying out a certain thing on an aircraft, you know, weapons system or lights or some kind of, you know, it could have been a lot of things.
It was a weather balloon, I know.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, your perception of size and distance with no reference sucks.
Yeah. You're seeing
right. True.
You're seeing something freaky you've never seen before, and you know, it can be most of the time very easily explained. There are things that aren't easily explained. Right?
Ever see an SR-71 take off?
No.
Yeah.
When
I was in Utapao, Thailand, that's when I was loading the B-52s. Every so often, one of those guys would come in, and they would take off with the wind. They went the other way that the B-52s went, just to show that they could. And then in no time, they take off, you know, do a U-beat, and they'd be gone in no time. I mean, fast. I mean, that son of a bitch cut in the afterburners, and within a few seconds, it was gone. I mean, it was unreal. Thing is fast.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
it was fast. They don't fly them anymore.
Yeah, we probably sold them to Libya.
No, there's no lot of.
I don't think what I saw had to be aliens. You know, I'm just saying I saw something fucking weird. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And when people ask me, you know, they go, you know, do you believe in aliens? You know, I leave it with, I think it's ignorant to think in the whole entire abyss of everything that we're the only fucking things out there, right? And I leave it at that. Because I don't know.
How the fuck did they get here from another fucking solar system?
Yeah, and if they make contact one day, they do. You know, I mean, and you know, people are wanting to shoot. You know, and probably one reason why, if there is life on another planet, they never visited this planet, is because you got all these assholes that go, "I'll see an alien, I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking head, man."
Actually, no, they get our TV signals and they think these motherfuckers are all batshit crazy and sick as fuck.
That's probably where they send.
You know, all our commercials are fucking, hey, you got some disease? Here's some pills to fix it. They're like, I don't go there.
Not only that, but
think of it like this. Maybe this is alien hell. Maybe we are all aliens, right? And we were just really fucked up as aliens and shit, right? So they sent us to Earth when we died, you know, or something like that, erased our memories, you know?
Well, you know, if
Scientology.
I was frying on mushrooms one time, and I was thinking that our whole life was your mom's off doing grocery shopping or something, and she left you in the little kid sitting thing, and you know, virtual reality. You know, you live a whole life, and then your mom comes and gets you, and you go home. I
never once even thought about children when I was doing mushrooms or acid, man.
I was thinking, you know, we as humans. Like it was the Matrix, long before the Matrix existed.
I've said several times, yeah, aliens do visit us. They bring their young ones with them and say, watch these humans. Whatever they do, don't do it.
No, but they say it in Spanish. Oh, no.
Let's just say that it turns out that the speed of light really is the cosmic speed limit. You know, it approaches infinite energy to accelerate any mass to that. That's the way we understand it now. Maybe we're right. Let's just say we're right. Okay, so then it's not that unreasonable to think that civilizations live and die and never see each other. The space is that vast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to take 1 billion years for our radio signals to hit the nearest fucking inhabited planet that can pick up the signals.
Yeah, and it might be really rare to even become the kind of animal that makes radio signals. I mean, if you think of all the billions of species that have lived on Earth, how many of them became like that? I mean, how many things are really happy to be a grasshopper?
Yeah.
And, you know, and it works out just fine as grasshoppers.
Just because
considering how far and fast we go through the galaxy, you know, we're following the sun through the galaxy, right? We're not really sitting still spinning around the sun. It's going and we're corkscrewing around, you know, with it through space. And you know, the wow signal we caught was because there was a signal heading that way, and we just happened to go through where that signal was heading. We can never pick it up again because we're, you know, 500 million miles from where we were when we picked up the signal.
500 miles from home. 500 miles.
So the odds of like contacting another sentient, you know, race of beings out there.
I'm still waiting to find one here.
You know, I have a question. Maybe somebody can help me. You know, we've been sending radio signals out forever, you know, out into space. Now, say there are other life forms, okay? Now, who's to say that they even communicate the same way or understand anything that we're, like, trying to communicate? Because I might communicate.
Mathematics work the same. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's to me, it's kind of like, okay, we're speaking English. You know,
no. We don't speak English.
And they have no idea what the fuck we're saying.
Doesn't matter.
No, we're not sending out an English signal. We're not saying, "Hi, how you doing?" We're sending out like a signal that's full of all kinds of bullshit, you know, and a lot of it's mathematics, because mathematics is universal. Everyone in the universe has the same math.
I hate math.
We haven't.
Oh no! Don't talk to me about math, man.
But I'm saying 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 8 is 16. It doesn't matter what universe you're in.
Yeah, but we're not sending that out now.
Don't your math beliefs at me, man.
What's up, Paul?
We're not sending that kind of a signal to begin with. What they're going to get is a lot of garbage, but they're going to know something of intelligence generated this mess. They're not going to get a mess of signals. They're just going to know something not normal, or you know, natural.
Music.
They won't get the music. They just get garbage because you've got a whole bunch of different signals coming out.
Everybody dances to a different tune.
No, they're not going to pick up one particular radio station. They're going to get a whole blast of radio stations.
No, Paul.
All right. I mean,
but we don't actively.
I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to those 3 or 4 people that might be watching.
I mean, what happens if we send something and they're like, "The fuck is this?" You know, they trying to attack us. You know.
Or do they have something we might want?
Talk to the aliens?
Excuse me?
Have you talked to the aliens?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay.
They're called Republicans. They're Republicans. They're very alien.
Yeah,
The Republicans are.
I've known people that have seen UFOs, and they say, no matter what you tell me, man, there's no way you can tell me that wasn't a UFO. I'm like, nah, dude, it wasn't.
Away.
Yeah, it's just, you know, he goes, we haven't got anything that flies like that, you know.
Same one to tell you don't know there's no other guy because you don't know everything, but they know everything. So,
yeah, you know, I mean, yeah. I dropped out of school in the 9th grade, you know, and I got enough education for all of us. I didn't have to go to college to become book smart like that. I can see, man, I'm all 2 eyes. I see that thing up in there. It ain't nothing like that on Earth. I looked it up on the internet. Ain't nothing like that in the world that flies like that. It's a goddamn UFO.
Shouldn't a degree in theology kind of disqualify you? I mean, you spent money and time learning about that.
Who has a degree in, you know?
I don't know, but people say it like it's some kind of it gives you some kind of authority. It's like, well, for me it means you made some really bad decisions.
Well,
Yeah. It's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like being the big wig at Comic-Con, you know? You know, something like that. It's like, ooh, he's somebody, you know, he's, you know, I don't know.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Christians, you know, they have their little conventions and stuff, but like Comic-Con, you know, they dress up in funny hats and, you know, stuff like that.
I'd probably qualify my opinion, you know, like, okay, you might be very successful at making money and conning people. You know, that's not the type of success that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm an ordained minister to the Universalist Life Church of Modesto, California, and I do have a degree in theology. So I paid $18 for it. I got a book and a little questionnaire thing at the back, and at the bottom I signed it and swore to them that I read it and answered about 4 questions, and they sent me a certificate.
Yeah.
Ken Hovind.
yeah, that's how Ken Hovind got his degree.
I'm just as qualified to teach that shit as Ken Hovind. I have a degree, and you know what? I can give you I can tell you exactly the address of where I got my fucking theology education from. You know.
Yeah. Ken Hovind says he was a high school science teacher for 16 years. I'm like, God damn, you held your son back 4 times?
Oh, Ken Hovind is so full of shit, man. It's a wonder to me.
Has he ever disclosed what high school he actually taught?
No, he taught his son homeschool science about how God did it.
That's it?
I don't know. I imagine, though. And
No,
his son was too stupid to graduate, so he had to hold him back 4 fucking times, which made him a teacher for 16 years.
Well, he keeps talking about being a high school, you know, I mean, high school age, but say high school. I mean, even if it's a Christian high school or something like that, at least explain, you know, where you taught that, you know? I mean...
No, he's never... I don't think he's ever disclosed that information.
No, he never said.
I think the fucking school would sue him if he did.
Yeah, because
Thunderfoot's going to took his challenge.
His website and everything, and it doesn't... Nothing. I've never seen anything about where he actually... what schools he actually taught at.
God damn it.
Well, I gotta say, I
should fucking debate him then and ask.
I gotta say, I literally hate his guts. I really hate that man, and that's because I will not believe. I will no longer give him the benefit of the doubt. I've seen him be corrected on 1 point 50 times.
Yeah.
Hold that position.
And he just continues to use that point, and at this point, I can no longer believe that he is a confused believer. That man knows exactly what lies he's telling, and it's it's a scam. He's a scam artist, and fuck him.
Yeah, and my I thought Ken Ham was a scumbag before that debate he had with Bill Nye, but just watching that, I didn't watch it for a long time, and I finally watched it, and
I watched it live.
Huh?
I watched it live.
Oh, yeah, I figured there was going to be a lot of clips, and I saw different clips, but just watching him, you know, it was almost like he was, instead of a debate, it was almost more like he was pushing a book, or somebody else's book, or well, no, another, right, because he mentioned other people, you know, that, well, so-and-so wrote a paper that said, you know, or, you know what I mean? It was almost like a lot of times he was saying, almost like, you know, well, I saw it on the internet, you know, if you watch this YouTube video, it'll explain it really nice, you know, shit like that.
Thunderfoot's going to challenge, what's his name? Ken Hovind.
Who is?
Thunderfoot.
Well, no, Ken Hovind challenged Thunderfoot.
Yes, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said Thunderfoot challenged them.
Well, same.
Yeah, I suppose.
All right.
Did you guys see the new
But
video?
I really don't think he should do it because that fucking Thunderfoot's too smart. And it gives him credibility.
That's
I
what
think Bill Nye did a disservice even fucking entertaining Ken Ham.
No, I don't think it was a disservice. In a lot of ways, it was exposing, and I think that's one reason why they do it in a lot of ways too. And it's the same way with Kent Hovind. You know,
I mean, the look on Bill's and Nye's face while fucking he was talking was fucking phenomenal.
I used to wonder why a lot of people on YouTube got into that great debate community thing, right? Because I'm like, look, there is no debate. It's right. Some people like the debate of it, you know, the discussion of it, the clusterfuck of it, the oh my God, what the fuck did he just say moments, you know, stuff like that. So I've learned to understand that. You know, I don't do, and personally I think it's a waste of time. But actually, I think it could be actually a great service because Thunderfoot's good at stuff like that. I think that's what he was good at before when he was doing Venom Fang X, when he did other people. You know, if he gets back to his atheist comedy and his religious videos and debates and shit, I think it would actually be a very.
They found a lot of good feedback from what with Ken Ham bullshit. You know, that debate. They had a lot of good feedback. More than they expected.
Yeah, and you know, of course, Ken Ham, he made videos, and Christians made videos about how Ken Ham made Bill Nye look stupid. You know,
and then the 20 questions at the end.
Bergeret does the same thing. You know, all these fuckers do that shit. You know, and they have crap. A lot of times they have crappier editing techniques than I do. You know.
There's a point you got to challenge the stupidity.
Yeah.
I suppose. I suppose. I just don't know.
Did you guys by any chance see the new video by Matt Dillahunty today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he accepted the challenge over country music.
Yeah.
He what?
Oh, okay. There's kind of a joking thing where I forget the name of the YouTube user at some conference. He challenged Matt Dillahunty, and he's gonna wipe the floor with Matt Dillahunty and explain why country music is garbage.
Well,
and Matt Dillahunty took up the challenge, and he's playing the banjo in his response, and he's gonna bring.
And a ukulele and
we're just hyping
mandolin,
it up.
a banjo.
Angry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're just hyping it up like a couple of pro wrestlers, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video earlier today. I was like, what the fuck?
I thought another Christian was golf.
I'd love to see it, but it's in Texas.
Oh. Matt Dillahunty.
Yeah, I have a more nuanced position. I like the classic country, like, you know, Willie and Waylon, but the modern stuff I find to be dog shit mostly.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
What's wrong, Paul?
Every time I hear about the old country western, I go back to South Dakota in the service, going to the bars with a bunch of guys, watching the old farmers crying their beer, listen to that old hip music. Oh, please. Kill me now.
Crossover stuff.
Army in Oklahoma.
I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't do it for me.
So many things that were sung by Carly Simon were written by Chris Christopherson.
I don't care who read it.
There.
I'm sorry. I don't like the country western voice singing.
Oh, okay. It's the voice.
Yes. It's like, you know, chalk on a blackboard, don't bother me no more. But to those people who do, no, that's it grades me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't understand that.
Man.
I used to literally be a cowboy, and actually the supposed cowboys that go to cowboy bars really annoy me because, see, my aunt has a ranch, and I would bring home the herd in the summer. And so I was literally a cowboy, and then we'd go out to the tavern, and I'd be wearing, you know, my basketball shoes and my baseball cap, which is what I wore when I was riding the horse. If you fall off the horse, it's nice to have those cushioned shoes. You just use bigger stirrups. The baseball cap stays on your head better. You don't have to have a Stetson and cowboy boots to do this job. And anyways, but I'd go dressed like that to the cowboy bar, and then they'd tell me I was a city slicker, and I smelled like a horse, and they didn't, you know.
We used to call them dime store cowboys.
Yeah.
Don't lead into a song.
When Urban Cowboy came out, man, holy shit!
That's like my favorite. That's like my favorite show. Favorite cowboy show.
That movie was fucking horrible, man.
Yeah, I remember these people. They knew some kind of choreographed dance, you know, and I guess I wasn't cool because I didn't know this choreographed dance.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm sorry, but we don't do that out, you know. We don't do that when we're cutting the cattle. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got a kick out when country western they start doing line dancing.
Yeah.
It's like
in Oklahoma, you had to learn the two-step.
And it's so old rock.
Yeah, remember the hustle?
Yeah, all that line dancing. I'm looking at this. I said, "What the hell is this shit?" And they're acting like it's country western.
Yeah,
I've old rock.
It reminds me of a teen movie. You know, like the teen movie, and then at the prom, like the kids suddenly know like a dance. They're all choreographed at the prom. You're like, how did they all know that dance? When did they practice this?
You know, I actually saw somebody on my Facebook. I don't know where. Apparently, flash mobs are still in.
Flash mobs.
Flash mobs.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now they have flash mob clubs, and they actually tell people they're going to be showing up. You know, it's like, well, that kind of takes away from the whole thing, though. You know, and they practice for like 6 months. You know, for like a 5-minute thing at a ball. You know, or in front of it.
I remember hearing about that, and I was so disappointed that the people weren't naked. You know, it's like, don't call it a flash mob if you got clothes on.
Yeah.
Imagine, Patrick, if you're going down the street, right, and you end up going into the parking lot of a grocery store, and you get down from your car, and you start walking towards the grocery store, and all of a sudden,
Okay, hold on a second.
all of a sudden,
wait a second. Okay, I'm in my car, and I'm driving.
yeah.
Okay? And I see the Stop and Shop up ahead, and I see the parking lot. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, you pull into the fucking parking lot.
Okay.
You park like you're gonna get into the goddamn fucking, or you get out of the car and you go walk towards the shopping mart or whatever the fuck you were calling it.
Yeah.
Imagine you're surrounded by this flash mob that is fucking butt naked, started dancing and shit. Patrick, I know that'd be something good for you.
Well, that would depend on what they look like too. You know, I mean,
that could be good, bad, or scary.
It's like the red hat ladies, you know, deciding to, you know, get a little jiggy or something, you know, or is it like the strippers down at the dollhouse or what? You know, I mean, naked people can be a beautiful thing, and it could be a downright disgusting thing.
Yeah, or is it the work release prison program?
Thought you had me there, Quiet.
Huh?
Thought you had me there.
I wasn't trying to get you with anything.
I was thinking, man. See, I was following the whole thing down, the whole situation. I didn't want to get trapped, man.
Just testing you out. So, like Patrick, if we were to go camping, you were to wake up. No, I'm just kidding.
The penis on my forehead.
Hey,
Hey, you want to go camping?
Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
What?
Patrick, if you and I went camping, right, and you suddenly woke up with splinters in your mouth, would you tell anybody how to win dick?
That's an old one. That's an old one.
That depends on how nice you were to me in the morning.
Yeah,
If
you
the
cook
guy jumped on
breakfast.
your back, would you beat him off?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, we could, if there's a couple rocks there or something like that, we could sit on, and cuddle, and I could jerk him off too. What the fuck, man?
More than I need to know.
You open the door, man.
No door.
If I had opened the door, man, here for enough money, man, I'll suck off everybody in the room, man.
Oh, not a vision I want to see.
One time, my buddy, he did drink a little too much, and we felt like he was about to come to, so we put a little bit of mayonnaise around his mouth.
Oh.
And then we woke him up and pretended like we were zipping up our flies.
We had our dicks
It was
out.
pretty awesome, the reaction.
We did that to a guy one time. He was running his fucking mouth. He was talking about how he could out-drink everybody and shit. And we used to always say, man, if you pass out, man, don't run your mouth, right? This guy would always run his fucking mouth, and he passed out one time, right? And we got those little mayonnaise packets, right? Just pour them in his mouth. He was drooling. He had the shit all down his face and everything. We all pulled our dicks out, right? And this guy's kicking him, right? Going, dude, wake up, right? The guy finally he's like waking up, and we've got our dicks out for like 5 minutes, thinking this guy's gonna wake up. When he finally wakes up, he didn't realize what it was, but we also had Polaroids. And
You guys,
next day, there were pictures of, you couldn't see our faces, but you saw dicks around this guy's face.
you guys are some nasty motherfuckers.
Pervert.
Yeah, if I would have woke up to that, I would have showed you something you've never seen before.
There was this one guy. I used to play baseball with this one guy, and they called him the Teabagger.
He gets some coffee.
Yeah, anybody ever teabagged me, I'd hide their balls from them.
Oh shit.
The next time they fell asleep, they'd wake up fucking, where are my balls? There'd be a little fucking treasure map.
Let's play a game. Yeah, so this is what atheists talk about, for any of you believers that are watching. So any good baby recipes you guys got?
Yeah, we atheists are just horrible people, aren't we? We're just these incredible, immoral individuals that nobody wants to talk to because we're gross, we're sick, we're depraved, we're sexually frustrated. We like to pull our puds in public. We like to do all kinds of crazy shit.
I don't know who the fuck these guys are.
Who? Oh, your mom. Hey, what can you say? You know what I mean?
It's a shame I can't play something on this thing. I tried it already one time.
You tried what? Pulling your pud?
No, playing a damn audio thing I have from a bunch of guys in Guam at the time. It's pretty funny. Bunch of horny GIs.
Oh, ain't nothing like drunk, horny GIs with no women around, man.
Oh yeah, I can say they're stuck in Guam. Unfortunately, won't play.
Bunch of guys watching porn, and then they start making fun of somebody that goes out of the room for 5 minutes. It's like, dude, you'll be doing it in about 5 minutes yourself.
Yeah, you guys probably made fun of me the moment I left the fucking hangout last night, Patrick.
Absolutely.
Fucker.
We have naked pictures.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
Isn't that obligatory? I thought that was obligatory.
What is?
Making fun of people when they leave. I mean, I tend to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's human nature, man.
Yeah.
I think we went a little far, but...
If I were to leave and you didn't make fun of me, I think I'd feel left out.
Yeah.
That's like, when Michael Sam, the out football player, he didn't quite make it, but I was rooting for him.
Yeah.
But like, people were like trying to be a little bit overly respectful, I think, because I don't know if you've ever been in a football locker room, but like if I was his teammate, I'd be like, hey, Mike, how many sacks are you going to get this year? You'd have to make jokes, you'd have to make gay jokes, you'd have to make all kinds of jokes because that's what guys do.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I forgot.
If you weren't making fun of that,
he didn't make it. Why didn't he make it?
He didn't make it because he wasn't prototypical for NFL. In other words, he wasn't. He didn't have the instincts of a linebacker, but he was linebacker size, and he didn't have the size of a DN.
Yeah,
and he was great in college because he was a little of both. But in the pros, they're just so specialized.
Yeah, he was SEC Defensive Player of the Year. See, another issue he's got too is he was playing in Canada and with Montreal and the Alouettes.
Right.
And apparently he's got some depression issues or mental health issues or something too, because he's had to been excused from the team a couple times. And I kind of question his not his athletic ability and stuff like in his heart, but maybe his I don't want to say mental health, but he's got issues in his head too.
Well, I think they made a little bit too much about him leaving the CFL. The CFL is something. Your NFL dream is already shattered. You go to the CFL. Am I going to really follow through on this football thing? And a lot of guys say, no, it's time to pursue something else in life. And then they leave the CFL and football's over and they go do something else. Yeah. I think it was just more like that.
Not everybody that gets drafted makes the team,
Yeah, the CFL. I mean, no offense to CFL. I watch the Grey Cup every year I can, but it is like the minor leagues of American football. I mean, college is literally the minor leagues, but you know what I mean.
When I lived in Baltimore, we had the Canadian Football League for 2 years. They had the Baltimore Stallions before the Ravens came. Yeah. And the first year, we beat the shit out of everybody and lost in the Grey Cup up in Vancouver. The game, a lot of times people will say, oh, the referees were crooked or there was a lot of shit going on during the game. But the game was so bad, officiating-wise, on so many levels. It got called out by a lot of people. But the city of Vancouver, or something like that, where the Grey Cup, oh my God, that is a beautiful picture. Anyway, the city of Vancouver, I think it was, had gotten reports that they would definitely burn the city if an American team beat the Canadian team in the Grey Cup, and so Baltimore lost. The following year, the Baltimore Ravens won the Grey Cup, and the Canadians took the Grey Cup and went home, but because they didn't like the Grey Cup. But it's good football, and there are guys that can play in the NFL. In the Canadian League, but the thing is, in the NFL, there's only so many spots. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody in the Canadian League can play in the NFL, but there are a lot of guys that could.
Yeah.
Maybe
Warren
not.
Moon. Warren Moon.
Flutie came out, and as bad as he was supposed to have been,
Yeah, Flutie.
Have a bad career. There have been people that have come out of the CFL. I mean. But it's good football. I actually prefer the Canadian football style better than American.
I kind of like having the allowed to be in motion towards the line of scrimmage. I like the 3 downs. I like the longer field. I mean,
I like that center field.
I'll choose the American
3
rules.
downs?
I'll choose the American rules if I have to choose one, but I like that there's a variation.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a CFL game because I didn't know it was a longer field and only 3 downs.
What is it, like a 20-yard end zone? And depending on where you catch the ball in the end zone, is how many points you get or some shit? Or
no, it's
been a while.
It's all the same, but it is a 20-yard end zone.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to score. The red zone, like the DBs can't beat that close to the line in the red zone. But the receivers have a huge advantage because they can be running full speed towards the line of scrimmage at the snap. Like on a kickoff. You know how you're running at the kickoff?
Mm-hmm.
The receivers can do that.
Yeah, it's like arena football league in a lot of ways.
And then that's counteracted by you only have 3 downs instead of 4, and it works out pretty well.
And the clock runs up until the last 2 minutes of the half, each half or something.
I don't know.
It's a quicker game, I thought. I thought it was a lot fast-paced. I thought it was a more exciting style. Of course, we didn't have the NFL either, so I had been telling myself that. But no, it wasn't bad. They love it in Canada.
Who do they know?
Hey, well, they've got beer. They've got good bacon.
I don't know. I don't like Canadian bacon. I mean, I like it, but not better than bacon.
Wait, are you talking about ham? Because they call that ham, and they say it's not Canadian bacon. It's just ham.
I know what bacon is in ham.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean,
Like,
Canadians,
Canadian?
Canadians are very sensitive about that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
They're butter that we call that
Poking
Canadian
that
bacon.
I used to know a guy that owned a pizza shop, and he would put Canadian bacon on his pizzas, but he called it ham.
Well,
And it was Canadian bacon. It's what it was, you know.
right.
I don't know why they call it bacon. I mean, it doesn't make sense to call it Canadian bacon. I mean,
But I think it's more like ham
pork
sausage
belly.
or something.
This is not pork belly. I don't know. I mean, it is just like what we would call slices of ham. I don't know why we call it Canadian bacon either.
Because I think it's pressed into a log like salami or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but wouldn't that just be a ham
Why?
dog?
Huh?
Why do you call it Canadian?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
What is
I
Canada?
didn't come up with it.
Yeah. What is Canada about it? Eh?
I don't know. Hey, I say I nuke my food in the microwave, and I know there's no nuclear reactor in there.
You know, I remember when microwaves first started coming out, people were buying them and stuff, and they would all remember that, oh my God, there's radiation and stuff. These people that lived down the street from us, I was in the 9th grade, their mother bought an Amana radar range, and this was a big fucking thing compared to the ones they have now. And when we go in from their backyard, we were playing basketball through their kitchen, they had one of these big radar ranges. And I walked really fast through their kitchen because I didn't want to get radiation, you know. It's this big fucking thing, and they try to explain. They didn't do a lot of explaining very well to normal people, you know, about a lot of things back in those days.
I don't know. Could you explain how a microwave works today?
Yeah, I stick something in it, I push a button, and the motherfucking thing. And it's done.
The actual
Fucking
waves
genius. Thank you for enlightening me.
Hey, you know, got some college in my background, okay?
The actual waves and the shielding, though, it was kind of a mystery. Like, I didn't really understand it until later in life.
I know it.
Yeah, I don't
It
understand.
vibrates the water molecules and makes them hot.
Hello,
Yeah.
I can tell you.
All right.
Sorry.
Well,
Water molecule itself is not a balanced arrangement. You ever see the drawings of it?
Sure, it's Mickey Mouse.
Sure.
Right.
hey, Paul, can you do me a favor before you start?
What's that?
Make this more interesting. Can you take off your shirt?
Hmm?
To make this more interesting, take off your shirt.
And
Nah.
rub butter on your nipples.
Nah.
Okay, go ahead. Nice
So
try.
anyway, because if you look at it, the oxygen atom is more positive. I don't have it.
Fucking-
Anyway, it's an unbalanced molecule. Whatever. It's an unbalanced molecule. So if you make one plate or you make electromagnetic waves go through, but let's say you have 2 plates and you charge one positive, one negative, everything lines up, and you keep flipping that.
Ah.
Okay, and it moves. Now, of course, you don't have 2 plates, but you have electromagnetic waves coming in, and the water keeps trying to align with it. But
Yeah.
then some fats are balanced too, so they move because everyone can see how fat gets hot too in the microwave.
Okay.
So anything that's not balanced will,
Keep
oscillate.
flipping, and that creates friction, makes it hotter, and
Basically, that's
excites
what's going on.
molecules and makes it hotter. And yeah, all right, I got it.
What's
Thank
going
you.
on.
Thank you. I've never fucking known that.
I'm gonna make coffee. Be right back.
When you said plates, okay, now my microwave only has that little round plate that goes around in a circle.
I know. I'm just making it first.
I know, Paul.
I'm setting it up, and then we go from there.
He had to dumb it down for me.
Not really dumb it down, but you just get,
No, it's not dumbing something down if you understand how it's put. I hate that term, dumbing down. No, I'm serious, because I mean, if explaining it simpler to somebody helps them get the point, that's not dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not dumb. It's finding a way that you can figure.
It kind of means like if you were to have a scientist explain it exactly how it's written out on that crazy fucking blackboard.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make a bit of fucking sense. You'd be fucking sitting there, what the fuck is he talking about?
And angry, that's why I don't watch a lot of videos on YouTube and Google Plus where people start talking over everybody, over normal people's heads with science and all this crap, because I don't.
That's where dumb it down comes from.
Yeah, but I got two subjects on that. Okay. Fortunately, I learned electronics, was a home study course. Should have got my degree, but whatever. Just a bachelor's degree. But anyway, one of the guys I was working with found out I knew about electronics. And he was a good student. He's gone now. I don't know what killed him. But anyway,
probably death.
He wouldn't take just one approach. I would have to come in explain capacitors and inductors and how they work. I would have to come in another way. Okay, you got two, that looks good. And I would have to come up with 3 or 4 different approaches on the same item until finally he would accept it.
Yeah, maybe that's how he learned.
A good student makes a good teacher.
Yeah. He didn't just say, "Oh, I get it." He kept asking questions and got it.
Yeah, but the other point of that is, if you're a scientist and you can't break it down, you're not a good scientist, because you don't really know it then. If you really know the subject, you should be able to keep breaking it down to a lower state until finally you find that connection and go on from there. If you can't do that, you don't know the subject that well.
And see, that's exactly why in certain things I won't get into that discussion, because I don't know enough to get myself started. I don't know enough, I know enough about a lot of things to get myself into a conversation or get myself lost into a conversation. When it comes to certain things, I have no fucking clue. It's over my head. I don't understand it to the level that they're talking about, So
yeah, but somebody who really knows the subject should be able to break it down.
All right, guys.
I find those a lot of times. My problem is explaining it back to somebody. I can absorb knowledge, but teaching and explaining a lot of times is not my forte.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm probably gonna have to hang it up for tonight.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm gonna try and get my video done tomorrow, because I gotta get up early.
Okay.
Deliberately? Okay.
We'll miss you, Quiet.
And
we can stay here for a while. I'll just stay for a few more minutes.
Yeah. But you guys can stay in here if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and leave, and you guys have a good night.
Okay, bye, Quiet. We miss you.
Much love, John.
Bye. Kissy, kissy.
Yes, big hug.
Bye.